this week's video. I'm coming to you from the Pinehurst area of North Carolina. As you can see, I'm not on the boat. I'm currently in the middle of a thunderstorm, a well-timed thunderstorm, because it was been hot as the devil here too. The reason I'm not on the boat, well, you'll see it in the video why I'm not on the boat. I want to address a couple of things. Number one, I hit 1,000 subscribers last week. I really appreciate it. All my new subscribers, all my old subscribers that are hanging in there, I really appreciate it. I hope I'm giving you the content that you enjoy. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not making anything up. One of the comments, but like I said, I enjoy all the comments. I respond to all the comments, both good and bad and critical comments. No comments are bad comments. Last week, someone was somewhat critical, Gary or CC Commander or something like that, I don't remember, somewhat critical of the fact that the cockpit of the boat looked junky as a liveaboard, and that was the reason why marina owners were no longer allowing liveaboards. I should point out that where I'm at Wormley Creek, they do not allow liveaboards either, although I stay on my boat quite a bit. Doug and Pam are very gracious about letting me overstay the stated time I can stay on the boat monthly. They're gracious about it, but I try not to take advantage of it too much. I do leave the boat on a monthly basis, like I'm supposed to do. But the other things that I do, you know, like that toilet that got commented about on last week's video, that's actually in storage now. A lot of times in the videos, because of the days are shot on, most of my videos are up to date or within a week of when I'm shooting things or putting the videos out. Things like that toilet don't sit in the cockpit for more than a couple of days. Then if I have something like that particular toilet has gone to storage along with a bimini cover and things of that nature. So you'll see trash in the cockpit, or you'll see things jumbled up on the inside of the boat, but it only lasts like that for a day or so. One of the things I do is I take all my own trash up to the dump. I don't put it in the trash cans at the marina there. I don't feel like that's right for them to have to come clean my trash up, and I tend to make a lot of trash with a lot of the work I'm doing. So Doug and Pam appreciate the fact that I do that. I do kind of keep a lookout for things. There have been a few things that have happened that I've kept a lookout on, and Doug and Pam have appreciated that, or at least they've told me that. But they're great marina owners, but they do not allow liveaboards. Just want to let y'all know that. I don't want to give the impression that they do, so they don't. Now, they do give me a lot of leeway, and I appreciate it. Also, what else are we going to talk about in this week's video? Oh, just hit the like and subscribe button. Oh, little thunder going off here over the top of me right now. Luckily, I'm in this covered porch area, this elevated covered porch, so I'm not getting wet. Hopefully, lightning doesn't come in sideways. Anyway, one of the things I was going to say is thank you for liking and subscribing. Hit that bell button to notify you when a new video comes up. Also, don't forget to comment. I respond to all the comments, whether they're good or critical. And I remember what I was going to say. Sometimes when I'm talking about what I'm doing, I misidentify things that I'm doing, or misidentify objects. This week, I'm working on the pedestal. Okay? So, the pedestal guard. And during the video, I call it a binnacle and a bunch of different things. I wish I could say that was old age, but I've done that my whole life, misidentified things. I know what I'm talking about, whether someone else does or not, so it is what it is. I don't make up my videos, I don't make up stuff to show in the videos. I'm showing you actually what I do. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I'm putting out. It's real life stuff that happens as you are preparing a boat to go cruising. So I hope you enjoy the videos, and let's get to it. Back out here working on the pedestal, and I've run into a problem. I bought this a year and a half ago to hold my chart plotter, and so my idea was, it's So I was going to install this and I was going to install this and go ahead and get my chart plotter installed. The problem I'm having is the compass. It doesn't work. I can't see the I can't see. Y'all probably can't see, but I can't see the compass with the chart plotter right there. So I need to kind of figure out. So I thought I was be able to get this all completed today, get my chart plotter installed, get my wiring run, and this all be ready to go. But that's not happening, because this needs to come up to about right like that. Of course, it doesn't fit. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. At first I said, well, I could just clamp some bars on here, raise that up, and that would work. And it would work. But that's not exactly. Then I got thinking, you know, I could just put a backer board here and attach it, and that would work as well. But I don't like the looks of that. So finally I decided, you know what I need? I need, you know how you have a TV screen that you mount on the wall and it's on a bracket and it articulates out? That's what I need. I need a bracket that will clamp on this, that has the two bars that hold this, and it articulates out just a little bit, just so I can rotate this if I want to. So unfortunately, this project has come to a screeching halt, and that sucks. But I need to find the right thing to put on this binnacle to, I think that's what this is called, the binnacle, I'm not 100% sure. And see if there's some way I can figure out how to come up with something so that thing can articulate and rotate. But let's go to the internet. Boom. I figured out a solution for my problem with the nav pod. I was looking for clamps. To buy a new pedestal guard is $500, and I don't have $500, of course, y'all know that. So what I decided to do, so I said, well, you know what, maybe if I just get a clamp on some more stainless steel here, then I can mount it higher. So I was on Amazon getting ready to order some more pipe and some clamps, and then I realized the clamps I was ordering wouldn't actually work, because I would need a clamp that can hold two pipes. The pipe it goes to, then the pipe is holding up. So I had just getting ready to order, sitting here on the steps, and I was looking, and I looked at sudden this Bimini top I have, Dodger top I have. I said, you know what? I can use these fittings, clamp them on there, and use these fittings. And actually, instead of ordering piping, I can cut this Bimini to get the straight sides of it, cut this Bimini and use it. So I'm just repurposing something I was gonna probably give away anyway. So that's what we're doing. So now I'm just taking this apart. And we'll be good to go. So what I've got to do next is actually take this back off. And slide these pieces on. Grab the other one from over here. I'm glad I haven't attached this thing down yet. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know what? Life ain't perfect. Let me stick this back down in there.
That's holes. So there we go. Alright. I gotta screw those down eventually. Alright, so I have my pieces up here. I can mount these. Actually, let's go ahead. Okay, so what we're doing today, or what we're doing now, is getting ready to tap and die this to put the nav pod up. So what we got to do, get in here and mark the holes. Now what did I do with my pen? Look at this. Okay, that's good right there. So we'll mark the holes that we're going to drill. Okay, so what I'm attempting to do is something I haven't done before. I don't remember ever doing it. Doing a tap and die. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to drill holes in this, and then we're going to hit it with a tap or a die, whichever one it's called. I'm not sure which one it is. All right, so let's get going. Oh, that's not supposed to have to put a punch in this to get it started. Oh, that ain't working with this crap. Let's go get a different bit. All right. A smaller bit in there. Try it again. Oh, so get it in smaller bit. Okay, so we're going to tap. I went and drilled this out. I could try to drill this with a drill. Tried to drill these holes out, and I couldn't do it with a drill. So I went up to the shop, and they let me use the drill press. I didn't get my two holes quite straight there, but I'll figure out a way to make it work. Damn, I'm a quarter-inch off on those. Anyway, so I've never used a tap and die set before, but we're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna go the other way. Hey, reverse threaded, yeah. Okay. That's not me, right? Okay. I don't know if we're getting 3-in-1 oil in here or not, but let's give it a try. Yep, it did. Shit, making a mess. Alright. So let's take this thing here. See, boy. Stick it in there and start turning it. I'm assuming that's what you're supposed to do. This thing's poking me in the damn hand. Slide it down some. This will start biting. It seems to be working too good. That's what it says about doing this. All right, so we're gonna give this another try. Came up here to the shop. I put this in a vise. Okay, so I'm back over at the shop here, trying to use this stuff from this tap and die from Amazon. That's made in China, so I have a stable base, and well, you'll see. It's these crappy Chinese. Look to me like it's actually they're caving in. Oh well. We'll just try to put screws in it. See what happens. Alright, so I'm tired. I went over to John's boat over at Bojack Bay and tried to do some work on his bow sprit, and he'd taken some bolts off, put some stuff in, just kind of screwed things up, and I didn't have stuff with me to fix it, so I'm back at the boat working on trying to tap this thing, and we're going to work on the one that I don't know how I did this. Y'all see the hole there? See the hole there? They're not lined up, and I did it right on the mark, so apparently when I was marking this it twisted on me. I didn't realize it had twisted. So as y'all maybe have seen in the other video, I tried to tap and die it with a tap and die set I got from Amazon, and that stuff was crap, so I went and stopped at Lowe's, got another one, so we're going to give this one a try. If I can get into it. But as y'all remember, I said I haven't never done this before, so let's see what we got going on here. This one comes with 4 different taps and dies. And I guess you gotta be some kind of genius to get into this thing. Holy moly. Hell, I've never seen something that folds out. It has a couple of different folds out, but anyway. So that's the first one I want. That's the one I want right here. And I just fell out that I put back up. Okay. So that's the one I want. So I guess that fits in here somehow or another. There we go. That's far down. I guess that's it right there. Well, that's a lot easier than that crap I got from Home Depot. So we're gonna put get a little oil on it. I know I bought some oil someplace. Oh, here it is. Okay, got a little 3-in-1 oil. The tip off of it. Now this is supposed to be kind of self-starting. Oh yeah. So let's see if how well this works. Well, I'm not going to walk up and go in vise. It's too hot to go up to the shop and put it in a vise. So we're going to try this. Now I've read you want to go turn it some, then roll it back to get the splinters out. I can see a little splinter coming out. Alright. Now, that was pretty easy. Oops. The plane came off here. Now, the key is if the screw is supposed to go in there, if I pick the right size screw. Well, I thought I read what size it was, but I could be wrong. Hey, look at that. Damn. Actually works. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other one. Let's see. Put a little tap of oil on it. Oh, I guess I should wipe the oil off this other one. Yeah, so spin it about straight. Back it off. Back it off. Back it off. Back it off. This clear. The reason I'm going backwards is to get any debris out of it. All right, I guess that's it right there. All right, so screw it in there. All right. Works. Cool. Alrighty. I guess I've got 2 more to do, but I guess you guys need to see. God dang it! I just got some of the oil on the cushion here. Shit. Sorry. I mean, I'm changing the cushions to cover, but still, that was just kind of a little crappy on my part. All right, let's do 2 others. All right, I'm gonna cut this off. Now that I've got to be able to do these, I can put my nav pod on. All right, so I'm back over here. These pieces of stainless steel, I've actually did get them tapped out. I had to go to Lowe's and buy an American-made set. I think they were made in America, Irwin anyway. They were a lot more expensive, and they did a great job. You'll see coming up. So I'm putting the nav pod station together here. Having a little hard time with it, but it is what it is. Also on this nav pod, I actually bought this on Facebook Marketplace. Someone had bought it and had cut it out, and they were cutting it out for a 9-inch chart plotter, and they miscut it and couldn't use it. So I bought it with a hole in it, and I just made it larger for my 12-inch chart plotter. So all in all, sometimes you find some good deals here and there. Now, this goes in here. What I need to do, it's a hard time to get this thing off. Okay. I gotta get the screws to screw this in. Stay there, let me. I'll walk away with that. Okay. You can see that goes in there. I still got to figure out. So let me go find. I'll tell you what, there's a big difference when you can use better tools. This Irwin tap and die set is what great. All right, let me go find the screws. All right, so found the screws. Found this thing here I'm supposed to put on there. I forgot about that. So I got to put that on first. Found the beer. It's hot out here. It's 5:45 in the evening. Oh, one thing with the I'll show y'all later. Anyway, so let's get this thing here put on first. The cover. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit, that's crap. All right, so I got the weather seal on. Okay, now let's I'll put the screws in. I don't know what that thing's for. Anybody know what this little thing right here is for? I guess it's pull. Oh, okay. I got to pull it back out. That's a good one. Got it. All right. All right. Let's grab a drill. Okay. So what I'm doing is actually pre-drilling the screw holes, and then putting the screws in themselves. I found I couldn't screw it in directly. All right. So that's installed. Okay. So I had power running to it. I'll hook it up and show you. But maybe I can do that tomorrow. I'll figure out how to get wiring to it. Okay. All right. So what I'm talking about, let me pull this around here, is I thought I was gonna be able to get wiring to come up through here. That's where the old wiring came through. But the head of the Ford scan won't fit in there. I've already tried it, it won't fit in there. So what I'm gonna have to do is come up with a piece of pipe, comes up right through here, goes over to there, and to make it waterproof. So I'll have to figure that all out. So we will figure that out pretty soon. Got to see what I can find to go into this that will that'll hook everything up together and all my wiring of that stuff. So I got to figure that out. So stay tuned. I just went outside. I was gonna take the nav pod off and redo that. It's just too hot. I mean, it's just too hot. I'm gonna have to wait till it cools down. I don't know what temperature is out there, but it is friggin' hot. Okay, so what I decided to do was actually put the extensions at the bottom instead of having that bracket at the top. So what I'm over in the Marina's workshop. Jamie, the general manager, lets me come in here if I ask ahead of time. They've been really great about that. So I'm just re-drilling the holes for this at this point. I'm gonna tap this now. Jesus Christ, it's hot. And I did put my shirt back on. Oh, water is running down my face and my glasses. All right, so this tap kit I bought. Let's get this tapped. I had to get into this damn thing. So what I gotta do is tap these holes here. So they take a 1/4 inch 20 screw.
At least I have some experience with this now, so that's good. Drop that on my toe. Okay, a little bit of 3-in-1 oil. That's not gonna drip on me. Alright. Need to go. The thing about these is self-starting, so. Okay. Nice and easy. Wipe that oil off. Some of y'all may think by looking in here that I've never cleaned anything up, and that's not true. Small stuff I really do clean up. Well, I clean up everything eventually, but these small tools and stuff, I try to make sure everything stays together. Because I know I do have a tendency to lay stuff down. Alright, so that's back put together. Alright, so this is ready to go and get installed now. Alright, so I'm putting the pedestal guard back in place. Reinstalling the nav pod. Again, it was a little bit difficult to get it installed. I'll be honest with you, I don't understand why. When I went over and drilled the pedestal guard, everything that the drill bit went into the holes that I marked, but when I brought it back over, for some reason they were off just a hair. I mean, they were lined up, but they were still off a hair, and I don't understand why. So I had to come out here with a I forget what you call the bit, to widen the screw holes out so I could get these screws into the pedestal itself. It was a bit of a hassle, but I was able to get it eventually. And you got to realize it is so friggin' hot. So could be one of the reasons why it's a whole lot more difficult to do things like this. I need to go get a drill bit, drill a hole in this to be able to bring the wires up through. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put it in the back or in the bottom. First thing I'm gonna do is go get the drill bit and decide. It is 8 o'clock and I am soaking wet. It's so freaking hot out here still. All right, at least that's back up. Pay their fair share. He doesn't want to destroy data. Okay. The hatch that I put in here, I am getting down in here to drill a hole. Now this is some Oscar-worthy camera work I'm doing here. Just trying to get the camera situated. So I'm drilling through where the forward scan cable has to come through to get through the up into the pedestal itself. So that's all we're doing here. I think if I drill straight down here, I'll be fine. So I got the side. What I've done is we got a piece of PVC that I'm gonna use temporarily. So what I'm gonna do is drill this. I drill a hole this size. Oops. So I need to drill a hole that size. Drilled out. All right, so I've got that hole drilled out. Forgot to cut the camera on, but y'all need to see me drill a hole. It's pretty thick there, about 2 inches thick. So what I'm doing now is actually just using a hole saw bit to drill into the back of the nav pod and using some of the PVC pieces to make connections. What time is it? 8:47. Trying to get some work done. Well, it's a little bit cooler, still close to 90 degrees. So what I got to do is drill out. You probably can't see because it's dark. But I got to drill this out. So one thing I got to do is put a vise on the boat. Can I hold it with my hand? Oh no. Yep. Alright. Alright, so I got a hole in it. So oh, maybe I'll go get a light. So yeah, let me go get a light. Well, anyway, y'all need to see this. What I got to do is screw this thing in here to that. So the reason I left the boat is because the breaker on the dock pole kept kicking and cutting off my electricity to the boat. And after the 4th time, my air conditioner wouldn't come back on. Well, I should say it would come back on, but it kept throwing the high pressure switch. And usually what throws the high pressure switch is either the filters are clogged up or you're not getting airflow. That's what the manual says. That's the only 2 things that can throw the high pressure switch. So I decided that if you guys remember from last video, I did a quick flush, just ran some phosphoric acid in it, let it sit for a little bit, and then washed it right back out. So this time I decided to go ahead and set up a pump. Used the lithium battery that I have on board that I haven't installed yet. Had to do some cocked up hose systems to get it to the inlet and the outlet of the AC. And I set this up with a couple of gallons of barnacle buster in the bucket there and let it flush through for about 4 hours. Well, unfortunately, after I got it all put back together, cut the air conditioner off, the high pressure switch kept kicking. So that means that the only thing that it can be now, it has to be actually be a raw seawater pump needs replacing. So I've got one on order, and I'm not going to go back to the boat until I have it so I can put it back on, because it's just too damn hot in the boat at this time of year, even with just fans running. And to give you a short preview, I think I'm probably going to be doing some sewing on my cushions, sewing fabric next week, so that should be interesting. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment. Any of you who would like to join the channel, become a member of the channel, there are extra videos you can see. And, of course, you can always see more videos, see them early on Patreon. So appreciate you watching. See you next week. If you didn't watch it all the way through, well, I hope you left your shoes out in the rain and they ain't supposed to get wet. See you guys.